And as you know, some wet storms swept through the Sierra last month. In fact, Lake Tahoe got more precipitation than any October for the last 107 years. Paul Nelson shows us how the weather affected the lake levels.
Something unusual happened since the snow year started October 1st. Lake Tahoe's water level went up about 2 inches, its second highest rise in that month in history.
We have 117 years of data as far as the rise on Tahoe. Only 8 of those years have ever had a rise during the month of October, which means
water levels dropped during the first half of the month, only to make up for it in the last 2 weeks. The reason it's so rare to see an October rise on Lake Tahoe is because more water evaporates than flows into it in most years, and it's worse during droughts.
Tahoe evaporation is really big anytime, but when you get the droughts and you don't have that inflow to offset evaporation, it just drops and drops and drops.
Despite last month's weather, it's hard to say what will happen this winter.
Just because October started out great doesn't mean we're going to continue that way, but we have our fingers crossed.
Despite the wet month, Lake Tahoe is still way lower than it should be this time of the year. Normally, I'd be standing in about 2.5 feet of water. So there's still lots of ground to make up after those 4 dry winters.
Now that we've had the rise on Tahoe that we've had, going forward, even if we end up with only an average year, we're going to be much better than we were last year.
The rain and snow could also have a long-term impact as we head into the winter because the mountains are so wet.
It's an ideal condition. If we can get some snow now, freeze the soil up, lock up that moisture, and then cover it with snow, it's a perfect condition. We need to keep getting that snow, though.
Lake Tahoe's driest year on record was 1977, with just 8 inches of precipitation. It already has more than 9 inches this year.
So sitting on October 1st, we never know really what's going to happen. We could end up with the biggest year ever or the driest year ever. The good thing now, we're not going to end up with the driest year ever.
Lake Tahoe has gained as much as 6 feet in 1 year. How it looks next summer depends on the snowfall this winter.
We can rebound from where we're at now and where we started on October 1st. We could rebound in 1 year. Doesn't happen very often, but we have a great start.
Covering the story, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.